Hi there. So we're now on to the 23rd of August and I'll give you a quick garden tour. We're 6 days away from the first show, which is a Blackwall Colliery show. Just a local show. Well, not so much local to me, but it's the first show I ever entered, so I'm going to stay loyal to it. It's from a good friend, John Peace's show. You get a lot of the top level national growers shown there, so all round good show. Dahlias behind us. I did a video yesterday. If you want to check that out, it's on my YouTube channel under the Dahlias slot. And I'll give you a quick tour of everything what's happening at the moment. Firstly, into the greenhouse. But as you can see on the left here, we've got the tomatoes. So we've got Shirley and Gold Star. The show varieties grown from Medwin seed. I wouldn't say they're up to show quality. I haven't really looked after them that much, but everything that isn't, I've said it all season, everything that isn't worthy of the show bench gets eaten. So some very nice eating tomatoes there. Along down the bottom here, we've got a lot of cherry tomatoes. You can see that on the trusses there, they're absolutely huge. Really happy with the cherry tomatoes. I did have a touch of blossom end rot on a few of the varieties, but it was at the top of the plant. I don't know, maybe it was deficient of something. They weren't getting right to the top or what have you, but it seems to have sorted itself out. The watering was regular, the feeding was regular. I just didn't know what was going on, but it sorted itself out. Still got a good group of tomatoes there, so really happy. Onto the super hot chilies. I got told by somebody, treat them like a bitch and they'll grow good for you. So that's what I've done. I sort of neglected them, brought them back from the brink of death, and it just seems to have worked. So I've got here Scotch bonnet. I'm going to get some nice chilies on them. They're just starting to ripen up there. Some bell peppers at the back there. They're all in small pots, but I'm not after any ridiculous amounts of chilies. I'm not a big chili eater. Maga Yolaki, which is a super hot variety, and Kashmiri Mirch here. I've got some long chilies on there, but we'll see what happens with them. I'll give them a try. See what happens. Hydroponic tomatoes. I've had a couple of little bits of how can I say it? I didn't keep on top of the nutrients. The EC and pH pens were crap, but I've managed to get sorted for next season, so I'll give it a good go. It's the first time I've tried hydroponics, so it was set up to fail, you know what I mean, but these things happen. Onto the giant cucumber. Powder mildew. These have been sprayed this last night with milky water to see if it cures them. I think it's setting quite severely, so I don't know if it's possible to bring them back, but milky water, I got told it'll cure that. And I've also been given some Nano. It's a new product which is going to be available from September. I'll tell you a bit more about that in my next video, but Nano, very good product that's coming on for commercial and hobby growers, so watch this space with that. Giant cucumber. I've never ever seen a cucumber apart from on the show bench. I've never grown one myself, but that is just outstanding. You couldn't eat it, it probably tastes horrible, but to look at, you just think, wow, look at the size of that. It's 28 inches I think by 12 inches around at the thickest point there, so hopefully if I sort the powder mildew out and keep on top of the powder mildew, it will continue growing. It's growing in an air pot as well. Obviously it's having a positive effect on just about everything I've grown this year. Better roots equal bigger plant, bigger yield. It's just a no-brainer. Air pot, quality root system, very good. So that's the giant cucumber there. I'll take you into the onion tunnel and I'll give you a quick tour. Well, it's actually the onion stroke tomato tunnel now. Onto the giant onions. Compared to last year, 100% improvement. So if I can continue that next year, I'll probably be somewhere near the record attempt. So this is it here. this is the biggest one I've got. So for comparison, that's a normal sized onion that you'd buy from a supermarket. Plonk it next to the other one. It's just outstanding. I can't believe them. They're not that hard to grow. Longer growing season. Get the right seed. I get my seed from comments box below. Exhibitiongarden.com. You get some quality seed from there. All reselected seed. So if you want to have a go of giant onions, pick up your seeds from there. So that's the giant onions. I've got some more in the back here. I have had a couple of problems with them, double centers and seed heads and what have you, but that's why I've grown so many. So this is the ones in the air pot. As you can see, in comparison, they're nice and big. I'll get some good plants out of them. So really happy with the onions this year. They should do alright in the local stores. They're not of national quality, but national size, but yeah, you cannot win them all. I've improved on last year, so we'll see what happens with them. Tomatoes, I've just thinned down, sorry, not thinned down, stripped back all the lower leaves just so the plant can put all the energy into the creating tomatoes. I've dropped a bit of a clanger with the giant tomatoes. I think I've set them away probably about 2 weeks later than what I should have done. As you can see, they're just starting to develop on the plants here. It's looking like I'm going to get some really big ones, but I think if you can see in there's a one up there, nice and big one, big and ugly, but I think I'm going to be about 2 to 3 weeks too late, so you cannot win them all. I've got some good stuff in the garden, and you just kind of win everything, but there's always next year. They're also grown in an air pot. I don't know if you can notice the difference, but for thickness of stem on the tomato plant, it's just unreal. They're grown in I think it's a 15 litre, I could be wrong, maybe it's 15 litre air pot. The thing I changed for next year is I'm going to switch to an RTA dripper system, and feed everything water wise and feed through a dripping system, so it'll take out the hand watering part and should keep on top of it a bit better. So that's the onion and tomato tunnel. Really happy with them this year. I'll take another leek tunnel. So leeks, my first show's next week. I should get a decent stand. It's an open show, so hopefully, fingers crossed, they're doing alright. Just one more week to go. It's a bit touch and go this time of year, because with leeks you tend to get them bursting or seed heads just popping up. Maybe it was a week before, but we're not forecast any rain. I haven't watered for, I think it's 5 weeks. My trenches are quite low, so they're closer to the water table. So 5 weeks of no water, and you can see the plants are still growing. They're not deficient in water, so we'll see what happens with them. We'll see what happens with the leeks. I'll do a video next week of his lifting the leeks and preparing them for show and what have you. So just a quick look at the dahlias. As I say, I did a dahlia video yesterday. Beautiful seal colour on the dahlias there. Really happy with the dahlias. Parsnips, as expected, they just continue to grow. The tops are what, 24 to 30 inches in height. Giant long carrots, sorry. Same with them. They seem to be just taking over just fine. We'll see what happens when you lift them. You never know what's below. That's the case with the carrots. I have lifted the odd stump root carrot there, and I don't think I've riddled the soil enough, or maybe it's too much fertilizer or what have you, but they seem to be splitting. But I have lifted 1 or 2 decent ones, so hopefully I should get a stand for Harrogate, or maybe it's the National Pot Leaf or North East Horticultural Society show. So that's the carrots. Sweet corn, 7 foot high, lots of decent corn on there. Just general veg, just keeping on top of it as you do. One last thing, I'll show you the marrows. I've got a baby bush variety here. They're doing alright. I should have had them on a bed of sand actually. If you're putting them on sand, it stops the bottom from rotting off. So that's that. 1 week to go before the show. Really looking forward to it. So 4 consecutive weeks of showing all this veg. That's took us up and over a year to grow. Watch this space.